Boys and girls, take warning. If you go near the lake, keep your eyes wide open and look for Sneaky Snake. Now maybe you won't see him, maybe you won't hear, but he'll sneak up behind you and drink all of your root beer. And then Sneaky Snake goes dancing, wiggling and a hissing. Sneaky Snake goes dancing, giggling and a kissing. I don't like old Sneaky Snake, he laughs too much, you see. When he goes wiggling through the grass, it tickles his underneath. Well, Sneaky Snake drinks root beer, and he just makes me sick. When he is not dancing, he looks just like a stick. Now he doesn't have any arms or legs, you cannot see his ears. And while we are not looking, he's stealing all of our beer. And then Sneaky Snake goes dancing, wiggling and a hissing. Sneaky Snake goes dancing, a giggling and a kissing. I don't like old Sneaky Snake, he laughs too much, you see. When he goes wiggling through the grass, it tickles his underneath.
Never slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented being negative when you should be getting after it. I got facts over tracks, this and that. Spitting slow, spitting fast, I could roast, I could gas. Think I'm okay at last, but I don't know if that can erase all the past. And the pettiness, a reflection of the emptiness. Hilarious, you think you're with my time, you're delirious. Mysterious, because you hide behind a fake exterior. Inferior, you know I'll always be a bit superior. Get off of me, this ain't no humble brag. I want you to hear words, you can say them back. I want you to feel free from the chains at last, and to believe in what you got, it was built to last, yeah.
Now that I've been put through hell, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
Gonna learn the consequence of being incompetent. Mental health is confidence, dreams and some honestness. I'm not here to save the day, that's for you to take away. I could play a million mind games, but instead I say something not illogical, something that is topical. Rub it on and watch it go, make yourself unstoppable. Dreams are irresponsible, but they're always possible. If you just believe, you could be so remarkable.
Thoughts in my head, a collage and they spread. I'll be great one day, going off of my meds. No, I'm not giving up, no, I'm not giving in. I will make it to the top, taking off in the wind. I gotta make it, I'm saving every day to taste it. I'm patient, but my mind, it can hardly take it. I'm chasing a dream that I've had for several ages. A vacant, modern kingdom for the taking.
Now that I've been put through hell, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up.
I think I see a snake in my boot. I think I see a snake in my boot, y'all. Oh, snappity dap. What the hell's going on, everybody? Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Come on in. Come on in. Today, I think you're going to need a glass of wine, okay? Because I said what? I said where? I said who, y'all? What the hell's going on? I said, oh, Lord, have mercy. Lord, I think we need to take a moment of silence. Take a moment of silence. I don't know if I should take a moment of silence or say the Pledge of Allegiance to our flag. Okay? Because I was told that I'm a sneaky snake on it. You gonna call me a sneaky snake? Because I was having commentary with the beautiful folks in my chat and said, and what I said, quote, quote, that's a great idea. That's a great idea to have somebody go up in that courthouse that is partisan of this situation and Queen Bee and Bullhorn Betty's little court case and take down some notes since I was asked not to go. I was told that's some sneaky, snaky shit. What the hell? What the hell? What the hell? Okay, let me tell you something. Not everybody is after you, ma'am. Not everybody is chasing some clout. Not everybody is gunning for your fame and fortune on YouTube. And that's in my opinion. Okay? I have proof that I have supported you since August of 2023. And I'm ready to show that. Now, I do understand that you don't want anyone that has supported you to go into the courthouse to, maybe show some bias. I get all that. I understand. And I told you that I would not go. I stand on my statement 100%, 10 toes down, not going to go. And my chat started conversing about it and say, just send somebody else, a friend or a family. And I actually, what I said was, and we can replay my damn video if you'd like. So everybody run back over there and say, I'm saying this now. What I said was, that's a great idea, but I'm going to have to think about that because every action, there is a reaction. So I can't tell you yes or no if I'm going to send somebody to the damn courthouse for 20 seconds and take off their day of work, drive hours to do this. Because my family and friends don't give a damn about a bullhorn and a bee. I mean, I'm just telling y'all the truth. They do not give two rats' asses about a bullhorn and a bee. I, on the other hand, gave a shit about a court case that could change the way YouTube handles business for time to come. Now, maybe I'm reading too much into that. You know what I mean? But for someone to make a comment and say, wow, you're a blase, we'll read it. We'll read it. We'll read it. Okay. We'll read what was posted. First, she's like, thank you for standing up, this and that. I want to be fair. I want to be fair. I want to say the truth, nothing but the truth. So help me God. And I pledge allegiance to the flag with a moment of silence because, you're not allowed to have commentary and chuck and jive with the comments in your chat. Because if you do, you are a slimy little snake. Well, okay. Well, from now on, then just call me a slinky snake. Slinky snake. Okay? Jeez, oh, Pete's for the love of Jesus. So I want to just pull up here. I'm not really going to pull up what I'm saying. I'm not going to pull up. Do you hear that? I was going to pull up. I ain't nowhere near Illinois, honey. Okay, but I'm going to be in Illinois, and I have no intentions. Let me make myself crystal clear. I'm not going to your court date. B. I am not sending anyone to your court date. B. They don't give a hot damn about a bee and a bullhorn. They would ask me politely, is something wrong with you? Why would I do that? Okay, I'm just saying. All right, anyways, let's continue. I'll show you the comments. I don't know if y'all seen them or not. I was like, hot damn, at least you're not 1202. Well, I am actually 1202, but no, I'm playing. Right. Yeah, I'm not 1202. I'm not sliming across the damn, interwebs with my wee. But you can call me Slinky Snake if you'd like, because, oh gosh. But I understand when people don't trust people and they think that they're really out to do them harm. I get it. But I'm really not out here to do anybody any harm. You know what I mean? So, listen, Queen, B, buzz on over. I want to tell you, relax, honey. Not everybody's out here to come for you. Not everybody's out here to do you harm. No, people really do what they say they're going to do. And if I say I'm not going to do something, I'm not going to do it. If I want to go back and forth with my chat and talk and converse about things, I'm going to do it. Because if you read who I am, this is for entertainment purposes only. If you're looking for 100% facts, baby, do your own research. Okay? Now, I'm just letting you know. I'm not sending anybody. They don't give a damn about bees and bullhorns. Okay? All right. So, anyways, let's share the screen. Oh, heavens to Jesus. Is this it? Yeah, this is it. All right. So here's what was said. All right. So says just stopping by. The first one was just stopping by to show love and tell you thank you again for giving your word. It means a lot to me. Just wanted to correct what was said on Justin's panel about, so it was Justin for all, I guess. Somebody popped up there. Justin, maybe Justin for all, Justin off TikTok. I don't know, a Justin, right? Said that by a woman up there. I appreciate you coming up and correcting it. Yes, I got shitty because again, it was said that you are trying to go to Tennessee and I don't live there and don't have anything to do with Betty's OP. And that's what I never said I was going to Tennessee. I said what I said. We don't have to go through that. All right. And then my reply, 3 replies. My reply was, thanks, Queen Bee. Much appreciated. I ended it at that. Says, wow, I commented before listening to your stream, and I highly doubt if she took time out of her day to listen to it, a 2.5-hour stream. Wow, I commented before listening to your stream, and I must say it's really shitty and giving snake vibes with you giving your word and then pretending you're going to send a friend. Again, it's going to be the judge, my attorney, and whoever you send in the courtroom. Now, I'm going to stop you right there. I said, that's a great idea. And I have to re-listen. I think it was in the beginning. Then I may have brought it back up, and I may have brought it back up again. I said, that's a great idea. And I probably chucked and jived about it and said some other things. But I do clearly remember saying, I can't give you guys a yes or a no. That's something that I would need to think on because every action has a reaction. And I mean that as a woman. I mean that as how the judge would interpret it, how the attorney and Bullhorn Betty would interpret it. Because it's a lot of fun sitting up here chucking and jiving with everybody. But at the end of the day, it is a court case. It is 2 females that have put in time and money to something that's very serious in their life. And I'm not bullshitting you right now. I'm being 100% serious. Why would I want to insert myself into such a serious matter in those 2 women's life? So that's what I mean by I have to step back, think about it. I am not an idiot. I'm like a seasoned freaking adult out here, yo. Okay, I chuck, I jive, I have a good time. That's what the YouTube streets are for, man. Or maybe you're from the other side of the block that it's always so serious and we got to go for the juggler every time. Let me tell you something, sweet thing. I don't want to come for your juggler. I have no intentions on coming for your juggler, nor will I ever come for your juggler because you, ma'am, or anyone else, that's not directed to Queen Bee. It's directed to anybody that's running around, on these streets, half cocked for me. You don't matter that much to me in my life because once I shut this computer, I'm living, baby. Okay, anyways, let's continue. Rant over. Okay. So then she proceeded to say, whoever you send in the courtroom. So not only will they stick out like a sore thumb, not to mention the court papers are available if you email me or Burnt Toast. We send them to whoever wants them. Shake my SMFH. Here I was thinking you were good people and standing on your word. Well, let me tell you what. I don't need your validation to know that I'm a good MFer. Okay, I live out here on these streets, in the real streets, in the real world. No, I'm a hell of a motherfucker. Okay, and let me tell you what, I don't need your validation or their validation because I got my own validation. Okay. And I responded. I said that suggestion was a good idea. It was something to think about. Then proceeded to say, I couldn't say yes or no. I would think about it because every action has a reaction, Queen Bee. Now that's what I actually said. I keep my word, always have, always will, 100. And obviously, no reply. And I don't expect one. I don't need one. Okay? Period. You and Bullhorn Betty can do what Bullhorn Betty and Queen Bee do. I simply have invested my time into watching it go down on Burnt Toast Channel on Mondays and sometimes Fridays for a year. It was interesting to me, not because of the two personalities involved, but the simple court case in itself. So I will guarantee you, Queen Bee, that not one of my damn family members or one of my damn friends is going to take the time out their day to miss their job where they make actual money on that day to not and go to your court case where they're not going to get paid for the day to listen to a bullhorn and a bee. Not happening. So relax. Let's breathe. Take a moment of silence and carry on with our weekend. Now, let's shake it off, okay? Right, I know it, DV. She did, and that's all right. But I mean, I have no hard feelings with Queen Bee. She has a right to speak. I got a right to speak, and everything's great. No hard feelings. It's good. It is good. It is good. Life is good, right? We focus on so much negative out here that when someone says something and just having a good time in their chat, having a good time on their panel, everyone takes everything so damn serious. They miss what's actually being said. Okay, I'm a real woman out here with a seasoned adult. I'm not some kid playing kid-like games. I was asked not to go. I told her I wouldn't go, and I mean that 100%. Now, if somebody happens to show up, don't blame that shit on me, motherfucker. Okay, because I'm going to prove where I am. And let me tell you, I have 5 brothers. Do you really think my 5 brothers that have full-time jobs in a professional environment are going to tell their coworkers, their staff, hey, yo, I'm not going to go. I'm going to go watch a bee and a bullhorn. They will look at me like I need a psych evaluation, first of all. So, yes. Anyways, be relaxed. Queen Bee, QB, chill, baby. Chill. Woosah. Okay. All right. And wow. Moving on. Now that we have cleaned, did some housekeeping. We did a little bit of housekeeping. So I'm going to be done talking about it because at the end of the day, guys, it don't mean nothing to me. It don't mean nothing to me. It don't mean nothing to me. But I know y'all heard. Bullhorn Betty is big time. Yes, girl, you done made it big time, baby. Bullhorn Betty done made it on Nashville News. Now, if only she had a cowboy hat on and bib overalls, it would have been epic. I would have been like, yes, yes. I thought that shit was great. And I got the clip. I got the clip on him. I got that clippity clip. Let's go over and get that clip. Stop sharing. I was going to play the clip of me saying what I said, but it's not that important. If people want to find it, they can find it. If they don't, well, good for us. Right? But I don't plan on it. Let me go back here before I play it. Go back in here on these comments because I love to read the comments. So let me go back and see how you guys are feeling about this. And Forgotten Whispers says gifted 5 Lady K memberships. Thank you very much, Forgotten Whispers. And I remember I went to yours and did membership. And guess what? I heard, and I'm sorry. Hopefully, whatever you got going on works out, girlfriend, because I love you, girl. Yeah, at least I'm on 112. Okay, thank you, Forgotten Whispers. Thank you, Captain Ganja. That's cool. Everyone that got one said thank you. Thank you very much. Okay. Hey, Mama Bear. Yeah, I don't know what the problem is. Someone wants to go. I mean, we can read more into that if we want, but I prefer not to read more into it. I mean, she's headstrong at don't go, don't go. And hey, that's her business. At the end of the day, it is her and Bullhorn Betty's situation. And you know my motto in life, don't start no shit, won't be no shit. And also what I like to say to folks is you stay out of my business and I'll stay out of yours. So, hey, you know what I mean? Those are two good things that I've lived by, and it's worked so well for me in my seasoned adult life. So, you know what? I'm going to honor that. So, as well, if QB was taking this seriously, she wouldn't be jeopardizing her case by streaming Betty for hours every day during court proceedings. Let's be honest. John, hey, you know what? That's her business, though. She's the one that asked her community to help her with the, money to get an attorney. And if her attorney's saying, "Hey, you can do what you want," then she's going to do what she wants, and that's her prerogative. She can do whatever she wants. You know what I mean? I have no opinion on it. It's not my situation, But I'm saying, I'm gonna tell y'all. I am just gonna keep on doing me. The manipulation is wild. Yeah, hey, let me tell you what, if I exit left and don't turn right, I'm good. Is the way I see it. I ain't got to mess with them people. But, we'll see how it turns out. I'm going to still watch and listen to see what happens because I'm not listening and watching for the personalities involved. I'm listening and watching for the outcome. DV said, "Well, I didn't like the fact that QB kept talking over you while you're on panel. She didn't even let you explain, and you were being so nice." Yeah, because let me tell you what, I've learned in life, you can go in hot and heavy, and you sound, whenever someone comes for you or somebody wants to yell at you and not let you talk, that's fine. I have an outlet here. I can speak what I want right here. And if anyone that really likes my commentary and likes to come over to my channel and hang out, I'm not a content creator. I am a subscriber to channels and a viewer, just like you all. We can come over here and talk about what we view today, what we see today. That's it. Because I don't make elaborate videos. I don't make I'm not going to. I don't know how. Okay, I literally have a laptop, a kitchen chair, and a microphone. So if you're looking for these big old elaborate video, I'm not a content creator. What I view as a content creator, I am a viewer and a subscriber to channels that a lot of you are, and then I come over here and I talk about the shit show that I just seen. You know what? That's what I'd like to do. Because my family don't know anything about it, but you guys do. So I want to talk to you guys. So yeah, I try to get out what I had to say. And if she's not going to take me as my word, that's a her problem, not a me problem, because I'm very secure in who I am. And if she's not insecure with what I say, then that's a her problem, baby, not me. So I'm about 6 hours away. Sorry for coming in late. Hey, you're never late when you come over here. You're here, baby. You come in style. Organized. She said, organized confusion is here. She is late. And let me tell you something. Don't you do that shit again. You better be on time next time. No, I'm playing. Oh, my gosh. Court cases are very interesting. I've sat in courtrooms to learn. I know. I love to watch the court cases. And this one is maybe past the potential to directly affect people that get on social media platforms and share information or talk or whatever. You know what I mean? So that's why I'm interested in it, Right. QB has made this case so public, who wouldn't want to know the actual facts and weed through the BS coming from both sides, right? And I wanted to see how the judge, I was looking for more, because we can read something on black and white, but it's really cool to be able to see the facial expressions and how things are said. And from my point of view, I was going to write down, judge made his eyebrows very tight and puckered his face. It wasn't going to be, I don't even know how to shorthand. Betty had on a black, shoulder boobies. That was the kind of shit I was going to do. But never sweat it. Don't sweat the small stuff, sweets. I'm not going to go. My family could give a shit. My friends are like, who in the hell are you talking about? You have too much time on your hands now that you have retired. And they're probably right. So, yeah. BHB is on one, right? I seen her on the news. I was like, get the whole hell out of here. All right. Yeah, I don't know what she's doing with her money that the subs have given her. That's, I can't speak on that because I'm not in her pocket. I'm not in her bank account, but you know, that's her business. You know what I mean? I can't say. But what I can say is I'm going to say it one more time for the people in the back. Lady K is not going. My friends, my family, my acquaintances, anyone. I'm not hiring anyone. Okay, just leave it alone. Don't care. Don't care. That's what my husband says. He says that now that I'm a stay-at-home mom, I have way too much on my hands, right? I mean, we've retired. We like to do certain things when it's raining, when it's too hot, when it's certain things. I just get on here and talk shit, and that's what I do, and I enjoy talking with everybody after things go down. So we're going to go ahead and skip to my Lou over here to the old Bullster because, she has made it onto the news. I said, Bullhorn Betty, you should have wore a cowboy hat and some overalls and, with some old country music playing behind you because that would have been freaking amazing. I would have been like, yes, she's playing the part. But she did not entertain us like that. And I wish she would have. So I'm going to share the screen. I know you guys have probably seen this like everywhere, but we're going to enjoy it too. I know. I wish they would have did their SG. You're right. I wish they would have done their homework before interviewing BHB. Her own words did not match up with her videos. They don't. That's the problem. They don't match up. She is in my opinion, she is going through a menopause crisis. I'm sorry, but her boobs look like they hurt. Her face and her skin is looking a little. She needs some vitamin D. Okay. So I'm needing her to go get some blood work done. I want her to get her hormones checked because I'm thinking that what's happening with Bullhorn is she's going through menopause. I mean, it's that simple. You can't be that mad all the time and be sweating on the forehead like that. I mean, sometimes she sweats a lot. And I'm like, Bullhorn, you're having a hormonal crisis. Okay. You cannot be that angry all the time with your neck veins popping out like that. Honey, we're going to need you to get all the blood work done and then report back to us. And then we can help you. We can help you with some coping skills. There are some teas that you can drink. There are some lotions that you can use that will help you. Like, there is some herbage. Hello, herbage. Captain Ganges in green now, everybody. Okay, he might be able to give a hand. You know what I mean, guys? So I went through menopause early, and I'm going to tell you, she's acting like people do when we go through menopause. We are literally a sweaty hot mess. Okay, I'm just saying. Herbage helps calm the body and mind and soul. Okay. All right, let's watch Bullhorn. Let's watch the Bullhorn.
At 6. A missing teen's mother claims she's being stalked and falsely accused by a YouTuber. So now she's taking legal action. Good evening and welcome to News 2 at 6. I'm Bob Mueller. 15-year-old Sebastian Rogers disappeared 5 months ago from his family's home in Hendersonville. The teen's mother has been granted a temporary order of protection against a Florida YouTuber by the name of Bullhorn Betty. Well, tonight, News 2's Caitlin Quisenberry sat down and spoke with the influencer.
Sebastian Rogers has not been seen since February 25th. Since then, the Sumner County Sheriff's Office, along with several other agencies, searched for a little over a week before officials said they were scaling back to focus their efforts on the investigative side. YouTubers and TikTokers nationwide have covered nearly every step, but now Sebastian's mom, Katie Proudfoot, indicates it's gone too far. In a legal filing for an order of protection, Katie says Andrea Griffin, also known by her YouTube name of Bullhorn Betty, accused the family of harming their son while, quote, inciting the public and her followers to aid her in stalking. Katie calls the YouTuber, quote, dangerous. Andrea tells me she has not received the temporary order of protection, but claims she has not done anything illegal.
If it is from her, then that's absolutely a falsehood. They can go and look at all my lives. My lives never come down off my channel. Driving on a public property, on public road with a camera hanging out, there's nothing unlawful about that. That happened over a month ago. It was when it's the only time I've been in the Hendersonville area. The questions of this case are becoming more and more.
Andrea says her main goal is to provide informational content to the public and to help find Sebastian. She tells me these accusations are just a distraction.
I don't like the drama on the channel, and the more I resist the drama and keep it focused about Sebastian, the more these distractions keep coming up. This is all about Sebastian Rogers, Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers. It's not about Seth Rogers. It's not about Katie Proudfoot. It's not about Christopher Proudfoot. It's about where is Sebastian Rogers and how can we bring him home.
A court-ordered hearing is set for August 8th at the Sumner County Courthouse. Each of Bullhorn Betty's YouTube videos will be summarized for the DA's office. Until that time, a temporary restraining order says Andrea cannot stalk or come within 100 feet of Katie or her home. In Nashville, Caitlin Quisenberry, News 2.
Oh, shucky, shucky, shucky. Oh, shucky, Bullhorn Betty. They said they're going to go through all of your videos, honey. And you didn't put on a damn bit of lipstick on any of those videos. What the hell? Could you start gathering yourself before you do this if you're going to be on the damn news? Okay? You're giving us menopausal women a bad damn name, and I'm tired of it. I just get it. Okay? We look good anyway. But anyway, I'm thinking that Bullhorn Betty has lost her mind. Okay? I really do. In my opinion, Bullhorn Betty is now really going towards the ends of the earth to make it known that she wants to do what she wants to do, no matter what anybody says. Okay? She doesn't give a damn. She don't give a damn. She's going to even take that shit up on the news and say, I can do what I want to do because it's my damn right as a white woman in America. Girl, please. I know that poor of us that's going to have to go through all these videos and watch all this hot damn mess of the bull. Oh, God. Of the old Bullhorn. Don't forget the Quentin Simon situation. You know, whenever she stood outside and yelled and screamed and on the Bullhorn in all hours of the night when the person was, you know, on hospice down the road that wanted to stay in his home and die peacefully. And we got the Bullhorn down here screaming and yelling like a nutbag. Okay? Come on. You know, come on. So then she decided she was wanting to, you know, make a statement. You know, she got to make a statement. Oh, the bull does. I'm like, Bullhorn Betty, you need to stop. I don't know if I put it in my, no, I don't think I did. I never save anything like that of Bullhorn because, you know, oh, God. Bullhorn Betty, I am afraid for your hormones because if you keep them left untreated, it's going to be worse on you. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. You're never going to find peace. And these braids that she keeps doing, it doesn't make you look younger, sweetheart. Oh. I know. She knows exactly who did it. I believe she knows what she's doing at all times, and she just doesn't care. She has that, sovereign citizen mentality. I believe that too. Yep, public clown. It's kind of getting embarrassing though, because she pretends to be an advocate for children. Like she keeps getting up there and says, you know, advocate for children. But she's not really an advocate. I know it's like, oh, but right? She kind of does. I mean, you know, you can't do anything else with your hair, but we're going to braid it. Like when you go to jail, they say everyone's in their braids because that's all they can do with their hair. You know what I mean? I'm like, hey, at least you got the braid thing down, Betty. You can maybe braid someone's hair for a bag of chips or something. Not sure, but keep practicing, sugar britches. Feel bad for a puppy, Delilah, right? She is going to be very busy filing motion after motion after motion. hmm Captain Ganja says all she needs is a straight jacket to complete the look. You know, grades must go agreed. They do not match her maturity, however. They do. They sure do. So here is what she had to say. Let me make sure I put it on the right setting because, might be getting me some strikes from the old Bullhorn. That's okay. Thank you for watching, though, Forgotten Whispers. And thank you very much for passing on some subscribers. I appreciate you. That is funny stuff. All right. Now here's Bullhorn today. I don't know if she's made another video since, but this is what I have so far. All right.
Long today. Actually, I don't even know. I think you guys are coming through my Bluetooth, to be honest with you. Because I got my Bluetooth still hooked up. Oh, hold on a second. I got to set up the internet again. So just if anybody comes in here, let them know I'm setting up the internet. The network or what? But it dropped the network or what? But it dropped my my thing, and I'm trying to get the internet put back on here, and it's not being put back on here for some reason. So hopefully the internet's coming in 5G here. So I'm really sorry my internet's not turning on for whatever reason. Maybe it's because of my Bluetooth. I don't know. But either way, I'm here just hanging out right now. I'm about to go have some breakfast with some friends. But I just wanted to let everybody know, with everything going on, I'm not going to be a victim of this criminal enterprise of the Proudfoots and Bowerstocks. Clearly, both parties don't mind lying under oath. They don't mind lying to authority. They don't mind lying to courts. I'm watching the Lore Lodge. And the Lore Lodge.
And I have to say, I don't know if you guys have watched the Lore Lodge. I did. It's very interesting information, very interesting point of view, I must say. That's how you do commentary, and that's how you do investigating. Okay. And Bullhorn Betty, if you would see how many subscribers he has on his channel, that is a dream for you. Okay. So apparently he's doing something right. Now, I've never seen him or hear of him going out with a bullhorn, making a ruckus, accusing parents in a threatening manner, in my opinion. So, thanks, G69. I'm glad that you are here from Wispy. So it's the Lore Lodge. I hadn't heard of him either until he did a 3-part series to looking into the Sebastian Rogers case. I had never heard of him. After this, I'll show you the guys' channel, show you this gentleman's channel. I've never heard of him until now. And I watched each part. It's very interesting. Some people may be like, he's really going in on Chris and Katie. Okay, thank you, Mama Bear. He really does pick apart a lot of this stuff. But he did an awful job with the stepdad. He is lying video, in my opinion. He used Smiley as a source. Really? Okay. I watched the part, excuse me, last night. I think he might have did it live. I don't know. With his stepdad is lying. Yeah, he had a lot of different way to, really? You unsub from him? I thought it was very interesting from his point of view. Now, I don't think this gentleman is an expert at anything. I don't know. I didn't look into him. I just took it upon myself to watch all 3. It's very interesting on his point of view, but he really did focus in on the stepdad. Okay. But the thing about it is you can interpret that information both ways. You know what I mean? But it was in his defense, this gentleman, it seems like he did do research. Okay. But he did the research in a way that is opposite of what Betty does. So that's the point that I want to make. So I wanted to caution you when you go over there to watch him, he does hone in and he goes in hard on the Proudfoots. Now, in my opinion, I think he got some things a little off too, but he did do it. Now, if you're going to investigate something, in my opinion, you don't need to go in and cuss, curse, and carry on like Bullhorn Betty does. That's kind of the point that I'm making. You know what I mean? So, and if that's the kind of journalism you want to do, like Betty says that she wants to do, then that's what she said. She's a journalist. She doesn't do journalism, you know. He said, I like the first one. I wish he would check sources because he clearly doesn't know who some of these people are. Normally, I enjoy LL, but I'm really disappointed. Yeah, I've never ever watched him before ever. I didn't even know he existed until somebody, I don't remember, I was watching somebody's channel and they're like, hey, we're going to watch the Lore Lounge. So I'm like, okay, I want to check it out. I think it might have been, I think it might have been her. I can't remember. Like he actually thought he had the info. They don't. Ridiculous. I do agree with Lady K as for his presentation. That's why I always love that channel. And that's what I'm saying. The presentation part. I don't agree because I don't know the facts. Like I didn't dig deep into the research of any of these folks. I'm saying the presentation was the best I've seen thus far of anyone presenting anything on this case. Do I agree with what all he said? No. I just got to put it to you guys like that, So that's all I'm going to say about that. But if you would like to watch it, go for it. It's interesting. It's interesting. It's very interesting. And he does have a lot of subscribers, but like Betty's very controversial with what the things that she says. If she could revamp herself, and what he said is very controversial in my mind, in the way I kind of took away from it. So, it looks like he has a lot of subscribers. So whoever interviews, he uses that cool for the YouTuber that gave that interview, and then all in all works out for missing because, okay, probably read that all messy. Voices heard louder. Okay, got you. And Cindy says, think he did an excellent job as far as gathering facts and presented it professionally and drama free and turned all his info into LE. I mean, if he thinks he had information that could help, then so be it. But I'm talking about the information, the way he presented it, the way, that he took the time, not just I don't know where he got his information from, but to like do the court and get that information, state those facts. But I'm not saying that what he's saying is 100% correct. The presentation part, I thought it was good. Take it for what you will. But I thought it was entertaining to watch a different point of view, like, the way he put it together. So here we go.
Lodge is
Betty's going to agree with it. This is right up Betty's alley.
Basically, going through everything and, summarizing this particular case, and it's hitting all of the marks that we've hit. Take Wi-Fi off phone. The Wi-Fi is off. It won't let me connect for some reason. So I know that there's probably a crappy service or, not coming in very clear, but there's not a whole lot I can do. Either way, I'm not going to be on here very long anyways. I'll be on here whenever I get to where I'm going. But long story short is we have, people that are missing a child that have spent more time worrying about me than they have worried about their missing child. And I think that's noted not only across social media, but noted across, mainstream media. Everybody is noticing their lack of caring for Sebastian and more concerned about them and their reputation to the point that they're willing to lie under oath. I haven't even been in the community in over 30 days. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I can't even remember what date. I'll have to go back through the calendar and find out what dates I was there. But I've only been to the Hendersonville area one time, and I was only in their area for only 2 days ever in my life. So, this idea that they're not lying under oath, that they're not utilizing these court systems, it's a little weird. But, we do have a hurricane or tropical depression. It's going to make it difficult for me to get home, so I figured I would just change plans and cover another case and go that route since we have horrible weather and hurricanes hitting Florida,
So what a coinky dink. Betty said she's not going to go home now because of a tropical depression / hurricane. Okay. So, hey, Zero Jules, good to see you. Let me go back up here. Right. Nobody's ever going to agree with anybody all the time. I do agree with that. I enjoy the fact channels too. I watch so I actually get into the court cases. I watch a lot of the court cases. I don't know why. I just seem to gravitate to those a lot of the time. And you know, I don't know. I like them. Salty, the downside of that is he used people like Smiley as sources, and she doesn't give the victim a voice. She grifts. Yeah, Salty, Smiley, I have my own thoughts about her. Mama Bear says, I don't know. I like listening to things from everywhere, but from what I heard, it wasn't fake. The info was out there. At least from what I heard, Chris was acting a fool, and there was things out there. I think, like I had stated yesterday, I think both dads got on social media because I think they're new to it and they don't realize the impact of what they say and how they carry themselves. It will spread like wildfire. And I think that they did not know that. You know what I mean? So in my opinion, there are on different occasions, Seth and the stepfather came out and showed both their asses. They mooned the damn internet. Okay. They were, sometimes Chris was aggressive the way he spoke. Seth sometimes spoke in a sexual manner, sometimes, in my opinion. So, I mean, but I don't think they understood the magnitude of social media. You know what I mean? And that's unfortunate because at the end of the day, Sebastian's still missing. I think Betty's tripping out. Yeah, I'd like to know what it is. Something's going on with Betty. Like, I don't know. I almost to a point that she's riding on the same line as that Ernie Shell. Not quite like that, but she's getting there. First compliment for BHB I've ever had. That's the nicest top I ever seen BHB wear. Not too much cleavage. Looks like she may have a bra on too, right? BHB putting a bra on for TV. Oh my God, everybody, let's make sure we give props where props are due.
But I'm not going to be a victim of this criminal enterprise or their criminal activity at all. They can deal with the courts themselves. They can deal with all the stuff themselves. What they did was dirty, and I honestly believe that the courts are going to see what they're up to. And again, they've got to still deal with legal scrutiny of their allegations, and they cannot meet the threshold or the burden of that legal scrutiny because they're lying. And I think that the courts are going to be very skeptical of anything that they produce. So it's a little disgusting that they are willing to publicly look this. I mean, they already look horrible as is, but to publicly intentionally make themselves look even more guilty than they were. They're exuding problematic behavior. They're exuding red flags. Every one of them have lied. Every one of them have lied to us. Every one of them have lied in a court. We definitely have record of that they have lied in the courts, and they're utilizing the courts for some type of game and gain and intimidation, or if they're going to show somebody, well, you're about to rock with Bullhorn Betty, okay, and you're going to have to deal with your own just desserts, and you're going to have to deal with your own shenanigans.
Oh, Bullhorn Betty, watch what you say, please, ma'am.
So God bless all of you, but I have a funny feeling every last one of you guys are going straight to hell. And
to hell? Now you're sending them to hell, Betty.
And that's rightfully where you all need to be. Your terror and destruction on the Hendersonville community is going to end. You guys may be able to push your weight, but I'm sorry. There's just some people that just don't deal with it. And some people like me that are very strong-headed, rocking a boat like that just gets yourselves in trouble. But you guys can look like complete idiots with eggs on your face, but I committed no crimes, and they're going to have to prove that I have. So they can't. At the end,
Well, we don't really know what they have, Bullhorn Betty, and what you've done behind the scenes. But if we did see in the news footage the signs that sit in the yard. Now, it was said that the Bauer Sox have friends that got those prepared for them. You know what I mean? So they have done something. She acts like they've done, the Bauer Sox, the step grandparents have done absolutely nothing. Well, it's been said by, I believe, Chris, that his family put those signs out there, and we just seen it, right? So, you know, it's a shame. It's a shame.
end of the day, they can't. So they have to meet a burden. There's no possibility of meeting that burden. They are utilizing the court system improperly and unlawfully. Everything that they're doing is voidable. So at the end of the day, God bless. But just saying. Your reception is perfect now. Oh, good. Well, that's weird because my LTE just went down to 2 bars. But we're doing good. And they're foolish. I think that they are showing law enforcement exactly who they need to look at. I think that they just proved to law enforcement they are willing to lie to them as well as the court and cannot be trusted, which I doubt they trust anything coming out of their mouth anyways. I don't think anybody in that community is going to give them the time of day. Honestly, I don't think the courts are going to give them the time of day.
Well, here's my problem. If they had evidence that these parents have done something to their child, that they would already have them arrested. And that's just my opinion. You know what I mean? Thank you, ANPR, for the $1.99 sticker. Much appreciated. I think that if they had evidence, I think they would not hesitate to have them arrested. And that's my opinion. You know what I mean? I'm like, how would they not arrest the parent if there was hardcore evidence? Are they working on evidence? Could be. I have no idea. We don't know because they haven't been saying anything about Sebastian and the missing information. So we don't know. We just got to wait and see. Betty, you just can't go around accusing people of, I mean, you said on your life that the mother suffocated her son. And if she has nothing to do with this, you know how devastating that would make her? Like, come on. And then you're just going to say, well, we didn't know. Sorry. No problem. No, you have to go back and apologize. And let's talk about Leilani Simon. The grandmother did exactly what the grandmother said she was going to do. Okay. She said, if I find out that my daughter had anything to do with this, I will take her to the jail myself. And that's exactly what she did. She took her there herself.
I don't think the courts are even going to engage in this shenanigans. I think they're going to be very skeptical of just about everything. It makes me mad. Last night I saw the video from the news about you, made me sick and stressed. Don't stress out, River. I'm not stressed. I mean, think about it. They're literally committing criminal, they're literally committing a misdemeanor for the whole world to see. That's not honorable. I thought they were military. I thought they were supposed to follow the law. You know,
they probably are, and that's why they're not going out themselves and searching, Betty, because they were told not to. They were told not to come on the platforms and speak about it. So they're doing what law enforcement told them to do, in my opinion.
You know, clearly this entire family doesn't mind breaking the law ever. And the problem is, the reason why they keep breaking it is because they were never made to be held accountable for their willful violation of the law, manipulation, lying under oath, all misdemeanors. And then if they're proffering bunk evidence, I think that might even rise to a Class D felony. Didn't see the story about you. Where is it? I can't remember.
You're going to pull a Tony and say that they manipulated the footage. They manipulated a video. They, Photoshopped the video like you said I did with, Wing Wong Tony, which is simply impossible to do unless you have this big ass studio. It's not, you can't do it with just a laptop and a phone.
It's on one of the news organizations that start with a W. I think in Tennessee it's Channel 2, possibly. Those foots and socks. I tell you what, they're some twisted individuals. They are some twisted individuals. That entire twisted family. Like, I'm still going through the lore lodge and hearing all the stuff about Nina, and it just shows you how evil even Kathy and Terry Bowersox are. Terry took a bat after Nina, a bat. And this is the kind of man that is the one saying he's in fear for his life over me. Well, I'm going to wait till I get the paperwork served on me through proper service as the courts require. And once I get that, I will address it when I can get it. But, you know, with this storm and everything going on, it's even delayed me even further. So, you know, kind of sucks. So what's going to end up happening is I can't just sit in a hotel. I got to work. So now I'm going to have to cover another case. And that's going to, gosh, knows how long that's going to take. Listen to Don P here.
So they kind of, you know, put the brakes on what you had planned on doing when you were there, Bullhorn Betty. Now you can't get out on the road and videotape and stuff. That might have been the reason, because you said that you're going to go there and do a protest in the end of August. Okay. And they know that you are capable in your past videos of other people's missing children, that what you're capable of doing, and that's causing their community a ruckus that is using the police resources frivolously, because we've seen you do it. They had to put up a no loitering sign in front of a home to keep you away. For the love of God, Betty, have you never rewatched your own videos and seen what they've had to do to protect the community from you? Hello, you not seen it? Wow.
He is from the area. He said, "Judge don't like if you wear shorts." I hope Kathy and Katie and Terry do. It doesn't matter. They have a threshold they have to overcome, and they're not going to be able to overcome it. And if they do, then I'm going to be filing it. It doesn't matter. I'll deal with everything on Monday. Man, afraid of you. He's not very proud, is he? They don't care. They just think that they own that whole entire community. But the bottom line is their child's missing and nobody believes their story. So I doubt the judge is giving them any time of day. They know damn well those people aren't being harassed. And as a matter of fact, if they were.
Well, they did get the emergency order. So I'm just going to tell you, something showed up. Thank you, Forgotten Whispers, for your super sticker. Betty has gone full 5150, a loose cannon. She, in my opinion, is going to hurt someone. She has no control over her emotions, and her anger is explosive. She reacts before she thinks. We saw that clearly with Mr. Barrett. Yes, and I'm sorry to say, but if that was my family member and she pulled up on them screaming and yelling like a damn banshee, I'd be like, let's go down there right now and get us an order of protection. Because she said that she wants to carry a machete and a firearm for her own protection. What if she would think if he would have got out of his vehicle with his phone in his hand to re-record her? Would she think that was, you know, someone trying to hurt her and she feels like she could stand her ground? Then it only takes a split second to make a really bad decision, Betty. And we have seen that sometimes the way you have a quick knee reaction, it's not always the best thing. I'm just saying. Oh, really? You do? That's interesting. I never thought of that. DV said, I think KP is on the autism spectrum herself, and that is why her behavior is odd. She rocks. My grandson. Oh, you know, I never really thought of that. You know what I mean? Huh. And you're right. She cannot hide. And you are also right. It's just rain, Bets. It's not a storm. Come on home, Betty, and let them serve you. Let them do what they have to do. She does. It's scary. I know she got them fired from even if they're guilty or not guilty, she had no right to get them fired. They should have left their employment. You know, I don't know. Hey, Remy, good to see you. She's dangerous and unpredictable. In my opinion, our observations are correct. She is very unpredictable. Machete Betty on the loose. I am sure that all of their proof is in her pudding videos. The fruits of the pudding, baby. Yeah, and Katie was self-soothing, and that is also a reaction too. Little Irish girl, how you doing? So, oh my gosh, Betty.
They would deal with it. But to think about it, they've never had any calls against me. All of a sudden, just boom, 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 I become a threat to their life. And
well, let's not forget, she also said she had night vision cameras, all this stuff to spy in someone's house at the nighttime, in the wee hours of the morning. That's creepy as shit. You're not part of, the military, the CIA, Betty. You're a citizen. Take that shit and put it away. We're taking that to the damn community so you can look at people's houses, you damn peeping Tom.
Haven't even been in the area since over a month ago. They're an idiot. They're a complete utter idiot. But you know what? You can't fix stupid. I truly believe they unalive that.
We clearly know that. We clearly know we can't fix stupid because we have tried to give you advice after advice. And it just hasn't worked.
Child, and I truly believe all four of them are involved in the cover up of it. That's my opinion, and I'm entitled to it, and they can't stop it. Not on here, not.
And please keep that same energy when we give our opinion about the things that you do on social media, on a public platform, and share it publicly.
They're nowhere. They put themselves in this position, not me. And they continue to stay.
I got to say this too before I forget, because I keep forgetting this. Now, you know that she went and got a restraining order against Queen Bee. Okay. And Queen Bee has never been to her house. I mean, everything that she's saying is exactly what Queen Bee has said. I've never been to her house. I don't know, blah, blah, blah. But she had tried to get a restraining order that she never showed up for court for, whatever happened with that. But she did attempt to get a restraining order against Queen Bee. So everything that you're putting out into this atmosphere, Bets, is coming back, and it's bitch slapping your ass, in my opinion. Stop.
In this position, not me. So where do you think Sebastian is? Honestly, in Sumner County. I think he's in either Gallatin or White House, probably, most likely. I don't think he's going to be specifically in Hendersonville. He's going to be in a place Christopher is comfortable in my opinion. The Proudfoots are deflecting in hopes of escaping the truth. Yeah, they're wanting to have all these distractions. Well, I'm still working on Sebastian. While they're still playing with me, I'm working on Sebastian. That's why we keep moving the fence post, and we're able to keep moving this down, is because we're staying focused on Sebastian and finding answers that relates to Sebastian. And they're right now just in the mode of, oh crap, we need to stop Betty. Well, unfortunately, you can't stop somebody that isn't breaking laws. And that's the problem that they're up against, is that I'm following the laws and able to get that, and they cannot stand it. And they've got to try to break the law to try to convince a judge that I'm breaking the law, which I'm not. Judges deal with all of this all the time. They deal with liars all the time. They probably are well aware of what's going on in this case. It sounds like there is some type of state attorney investigating and looking into it. And I can guarantee I've never broken the law. I've never made a threat to anybody's life. Good gracious. If I was going to threaten somebody's life, it would have been a significant other, not some idiots that can't seem to locate their own child in a locked house.
Yes, but you did say in the same video, you did say, I'm going to get a weapon and put it in my bra in case I feel like I need it, blah, blah. When you were, had your little episode with the Bower socks, you're talking about a GoFundMe. So, Betty, put that shit together. Okay? No one's stupid. She went there with night vision too. I mean, you got to take the source. I'm just saying, I'm not a Illuminati fan by no means. I made that pretty obvious on another video I made. Just saying, y'all, PHB should go to prison for RNM for fucking around and killing time. All right. She's taking up too much of our time. Imagine if she had a pew when she harassed Mr. Bow. That's what I'm saying. Forgotten was her. I'm like, if she would have had a pew and he would have gotten out of the car, would she have felt like her life was in danger in that very moment and hurt him? That's why I'm like, if that were my parents, I would be like, hey, mom and dad, psycho out on the loose. Beware. You know what I mean? Yeah, the irony is so deep. Oh, that's a lie. She was just in the area, even said she was going to drive by their house, right? She said she was going to drive by their house. And she said that she was going to go in like the middle of the night and stuff too. So I'm like, Mm-mm. Imagine if Chris Broadfoot's 7-year-old daughter was with Miss, right? We don't know. I don't remember exactly when that took place, but if it was during the time, very well could have been. And that would have scared the shit out of that little girl. But Betty doesn't think. Betty is out for Betty. And she makes that very clear. Hey, Jones in. This is all a pattern for BHB, and I'm sure the Bauer Sox and Profits have archived all her past we have been showing in order to show the judge. I bet you they have. And I don't think it's going to turn out good for Betts. And maybe she will maybe learn from this situation. Oh, she don't recall anything. Says, I hate to say this, as I believe CP and KP are responsible for Sebastian's disappearance, in my opinion, but they are innocent until proven guilty and should not be harassed or stalked. Exactly. We don't know who's guilty of anything because we're not the police. We're not the judge. But they don't deserve to be harassed, stalked, talked to. She's, like I said before, she sat up there on her panel, on her live, and said that mother, she thinks that mother unalive Sebastian with a pillow. That is hurtful as shit. Johnson said, bro, she has absolutely threatened her insignificant others too. Threatened to chop on off them up and scatter him down. What? That's horrible. I didn't hear that one. Oh my God. I've lost respect for her. You don't talk to anyone the way she does. No, I'm sorry. If you believe that someone has unalived their child, you're not the police. You can have your own opinion, but to get on there and descriptively say to a public platform with people in there spreading it around that how they unalived their child with no facts. You're not the police. The police did not say that. That is harmful as shit. And that's my opinion, and I'm sticking to it. It's disgusting. And that I just BHB lets her elephant mouth override her parakeet behind. She does. It's disgusting what she has said about not just these parents, but she also went ham on, Candace and Don. Did they come out here and make a muck of themselves on a public platform? They sure in the hell did. But at the end of the day, they are still not been charged and convicted of doing anything to their child. End of story. They just haven't been. You think she would get served? Oh my God, what if it made the Trump news? But she gets served at the Trump rally. That wouldn't that be funny? Yeah, it would be funny. She's lucky if Mr. Bauer Sox has a weapon that she didn't, right? I'm saying people pack nowadays. At Private 91, she knows she screwed up. She's just trying to convince her audience she did nothing wrong. That's what she always does. Forgotten Whispers, back to the bushes. The in-laws just showed up. I'll be listening still. Well, thanks for coming in, Forgotten Whispers. Enjoy your family. She is lucky he didn't have one. I've seen it 100 times, road rage. Abso-freaking-lutely. I have too. And it's like, people follow people around just because of road rage and be like, blow their heads off. I'm not kidding. I don't think she's going to go to the Trump rally. I think she's holding up wherever she is. I'm surprised the police haven't tracked her ass down yet, in my opinion. You know what I mean?
That has lights going on inside their house, weird things, a body, peering out the window, trying to see who's seen what, and then lights proceeding to an unmarked vehicle, and one light going back to the house where Katie just magically woke up all alone that morning. So their story is BS. In my opinion, the shadow is that of, and I'm more convinced than ever, when I saw Terry Bauer Sox in the flesh, when he stalked me and came up behind me and took the picture of my plate to let me know he was there, when he did that intimidating action, right? That is when I was able to finally see the actual back into that car with my own beautiful eyes. And I'm telling you, I was more convinced when I left there that was the vehicle in that shadow than any other time that I have ever said or assumed that it was. I absolutely believe it was. And then Kathy comes out and tries to lie yet again and says she never made it to Kathy's until 10:30, after 10:30 that morning that Sebastian went missing. Yet everybody in the neighborhood saw her standing out in the front yard at 8 o'clock in the morning. These people don't mind lying. They don't mind breaking the law. And it's not even utilizing the law for they're literally lying under oath. They're fully, willfully, and maliciously violating the law. And hopefully the courts make them pay the fee.
Betty, you really can't say that, because if someone feels that their life is in danger, or they feel threatened by you, and you're saying that you are coming to their area to do a protest or whatever the hell you said you're going to do, a voices for the whatever, I don't know what you're calling it, but you're calling it something about some voices, and you've been known, your reputation follows you, Betty. Okay? Your mama should have taught you that. And if she hasn't, Bullhorn Betty's mama, what do you call her? Short stack, rusty old barrel, whatever the hell your name is. Okay, please let your daughter know that your reputation follows you. You have a reputation, Bullhorn Betty, of coming into communities, causing a ruckus. Whenever you call yourself, quote, quote, protesting, bringing, quote, quote, awareness. Okay, so please, they think that you may come to their home and just cause a disturbance and violate their rights. Okay, so stop with the bullshit, Betty. We know you're smarter than this. Quit playing dumb.
Fee, the $300 and some odd fee for.
This is the thing, Betty. You play smart when you want to, and really stupid when you want to, in my opinion.
For wasting the court's time. Maybe hitting them in the pocket might be the way to punish them for what they're doing. But I can tell you it's not going to work.
So do you think, Betty, this is like some questions if I would ever run across you, do you think that the Illinois court is going to hit you in your pocket for filing dumb shit, not doing the right process in the court system over and over and over again? I mean, you gave the attorney a cease and desist letter. Make that shit make some sense, Bullhorn Betty.
It's just not. So
what they say, everybody has the day of reckoning. And I think that yours is just starting. I don't think you're going to have a day of reckoning. I honestly think you're going to have days, plural, of reckoning.
Good luck, Proudfoots and Bower Socks. But I will be at the Gathering of Voices on August 26, 2024, from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. And we will get everything confirmed. If we've got to move that up and down, whatever, all around, we'll figure it all out. Well, Thing is not looking they've never looked for Sebastian. They have never once looked for that boy. They have never once looked for that boy. All they have done is acted like they looked. They acted like they wanted some help. But every person that has reached out to them to help, who is helping Chris and Katie? Who? Nobody. Nobody's out there. So they want people posting flyers and please don't forget a boy and please keep talking about him. They're not even talking about him. They just want him to go away. They never want to hear his name again. They just want this whole situation. They just want this boy's life not to matter to anybody because it didn't matter to them. You don't see them fighting for this boy. You don't see that mother breaking down. All you see her doing is giving another woman's perfect child hugs and kisses with big smiles on her face and going out to nice dinners and running away from home and going shopping for motorcycles and stuff. That's more important to them than a human life.
For a while.
And they wonder why people like me exist, because we get sick of people like them. And then they want to try to do some underhanded, dirty, illegal stuff, which so much as tells us that if they are willing to lie to a court and they are willing to lie under penalty of perjury, what are they willing to lie to keep themselves out of jail? What are those four willing to do to keep themselves out of jail? Do you think that they would lie?
If there's evidence, Bullhorn Betty, it's going to prove itself. They can't keep themselves out of jail if there's evidence that they have done something maliciously to this child. So again, quit playing stupid. Quit playing stupid. Quit playing stupid bets.
Do you think that they would lie to law enforcement about what happened on February 25th into February 26th? Or do you think that they would be willing to come truthful about it? Because I got to say, the many, I don't know how, I think if we had to count how many variations of their story there has to be at least 25 different stories.
25. Interesting.
you know? So they can handle their own consequences from their own doing, but I can tell you it's not going to work. And even if I am served and fail to show up, they do not automatically get a default protection order. They have got to meet legal scrutiny, and they cannot.
Well, just hypothetically saying, what if they do meet the requirements? Do you guys think that Betty's going to get on here and say, they have connections in the court system? This is all a setup against the Bullhorn Betty. You know how she likes to talk to herself like that. Bullhorn Betty says that this is a setup against me. The court system is failing me as a citizen of the United States of America, with her flag flowing in the back, with her Trump 2024 hat on. This is just like what they did to Trump. Do you understand what they're doing to me? I can totally see it happening right now.
Meet legal scrutiny, so it doesn't even matter. They've wasted their time. They've wasted the court's time. They have wasted literally everything. And not only that, but they just let law enforcement utilize something else against them to show that they are not being truthful, and they have no problem lying to a court or a police officer or sheriff's department, because they just proved that they're willing to do it. Trust me, the sheriffs, the FBI, and TBI know me. They have absolutely done investigative background on me for the various cases, especially the FBI. The FBI has done its due diligence on my background for many, many years. You know, long before I even got in here. I mean, I had level 2 FBI background checks performed on me multiple times. And then when I got into this, I know during Gabby Petito, they did background searches on me as well as Jonathan. So I know that when we were out in another area, the law enforcement said that they were well aware of us, because of the FBI. So this idea that the FBI doesn't know who I am, law enforcement, big law enforcement, don't know what my MO is and what I do.
They know of you, and they probably keep their eye very close to you, because Betty, in my opinion, when the FBI says they know of you, you must be on, quote, quote, the list. Okay, Betty, I have a feeling that you're on the, quote, quote, the list.
And one thing that they know is I follow the law. I follow the law explicitly. I know the sheriff in my own county. I've got sheriffs all over this country that I'm friends with. So I have a good understanding of what I'm allowed to do and what I'm not allowed to do. It's not like they're dealing with a tiny little fish. Okay. It's much different. I'm a political advocate and activist all over the United States. I know a lot of people all over the United States. Mm-hmm. And that's exactly why I have to follow the law the way I do, because I know a lot of people and they give me guidance, right? This is what you need to do. This is how you need to do it. This is what keeps you in good graces. And so I follow their guidance. And you know what? So far in all of this, I've never had any problems until we got close to finding information out about Chris and Katie.
Because I believe that other parents that maybe felt violated by you did not want to take the time to do this because they were devastated. Not saying that these parents aren't devastated. I'm not saying that at all. They've made the time to do this because you're coming back, and they're like, we don't want this in our neighborhood. If she decides to roll up, let's spare our community, our neighbors. You know what I mean? And I want to read this because this is so true. I do also remember the case, the same as Remy says, Jessica Lunford, taken right from her bed, like Elizabeth Smart. Jessica, however, was killed by a predator. I remember those cases as well. So it does happen. And I also think, I'm not a law expert by no means, that she is violating the orders as we speak, because she has acknowledged that there are orders with Katie's name on there. So I think liar. Okay. That is the slogan for the day. Liar, liar, braids on fire. Captain Ganja won the sticker for the day. Oh, is violating the order by just talking about it. I think so too. They're hanging on. I'm surprised they haven't run from her yet. I'm just saying. I think she was arrested maybe, but she wasn't charged. So that's the difference. You can be arrested for something, but then not charged. So I know it. She doesn't get it. I think she gets it. She just doesn't care. She likes to push the envelope. People can, she gets so many views. I think because I don't really know. My daughter and I is the one that, you know, she's like, Mom, just go ahead and set up monetization. You meet the requirements, just have fun with it. Don't worry. Don't sweat the small stuff, though. I'm like, okay, great. But I think that to make any type of money, you have to have a lot of views, okay? Because I kind of see in my little analytics thing, you make like a penny. I'm not kidding you. It's kind of funny. But anyway, she has to have a lot of views. So I think that she does this drama-filled crime talk to make a lot of money. Because just regular talk, she doesn't feel like, well, once I don't think she has a personality or education level to do like a lure for lodge. You know what I mean? And I'm sure that it takes a lot of time, editing, software. I don't know because I've never done anything like that, but I'm sure that you have to be very committed to it and probably invest a lot of money for, you know, stuff. But this is easier way to make money for her. You know what I mean? So, and people enjoy it and they tune into her, and that's how she makes money. I don't really know because, like I said, I don't really know how this analytics stuff works, but I'm thinking that's why she does it. And I mean, I could be completely wrong, but that's just my point of view.
We believe more than ever that while Chris was staying in Memphis, many people believe that he was having an affair. I'm on the fence about that. I don't think he was there long enough to get that cozy with anybody, but who knows? I haven't heard anything. I was in the area for, you know, several days, and I couldn't find any of that information. You know, look, you're terrible if play video of you saying, you know, when the court date is, but I don't know when the court date. It doesn't matter. I've got to be served. It's a legal process. They can't say, oh, well, we haven't started. Like, I don't, you know, just because they say so doesn't make it so. I'm not going to go to the court system.
I do want to remind you, Betty, the same day, or this was this morning, yesterday, you were just on the news letting everyone know in the Nashville area, know that you have a court date. And now you're saying that, you know, dude, you are so screwed. Do you not think this is not going to be played in the court too? Because grown ass women, they take their ass down and handle their business at the courthouse. Be like, hey, I think there's a damn thing out for me. Let me go ahead and handle my business. You are avoiding it. You're avoiding it like the plague, Betty. Be a grown ass woman. Handle your business, because at the end of the day, excuse me, my cough drop. I just about died. I have my, you know, I do Hall's cough drops. And I swallowed wrong and I just about died. Bullhorn, Betty, you're trying to kill me. Anyways, take your grown ass to that courthouse and take care of your business. Okay? Because we all know you know. Everybody knows you know. Okay? Quit avoiding it, because at the end of the day, you're going to have to face whatever's coming your way. You're prolonging it. And while you're prolonging it, ma'am, you're making yourself look very stupid. Okay?
And look up the information. They are required to inform me about this. Okay? They're required to inform me about this. And at the end of the day, they're breaking the law in order to do this. I'm not worried about it. I'm not worried about it. I'm not going to be part of their criminal enterprise, nor am I going to be a victim of it. So they can all kiss my ass. You know, the courts are required to have me serve, the Bower Sox and the Proudfoots are required to have me lawfully served. They have failed to do so. And that's something that they're going to have to produce in court and justify why they need a protective order. They have to justify that. They have not done that. They filed an affidavit filled with lies. Well, when they have to go before the court, they have to actually proffer proof of those lies. And there is nothing that they've got on me that could ever rise to the level of them being in fear for their life, especially since I haven't even been into the community except for 2 days over a month ago, and never have spoken to them, ever. And the one communications that I do have with Terry are recorded on a live stream. So, and he was clearly following me. I got nothing to worry about. So anybody that's out here trying to peddle, they're peddling it for clicks and views. This is a stunt from them and their criminal YouTubers on this platform that are felons that actually help other criminals get away with their crimes. You see Chris and Katie gravitate to those channels that help criminals. That's all that needs to be done. They help criminals. So I don't know what to say. They are criminals, and they just proved it with all of this. They don't mind breaking the law. They don't mind lying. That's enough for me. And it's now recorded on public record. So that was stupid. Again, these people are not very, very smart, and they're allowing felons to guide them through a legal process, which is stupid. So they just look like an idiot, and they just probably moved the case for the police a little bit further, because now the police actually have something significant that they can look at and say they lied here under oath. Are they willing to lie to me? Absolutely. If they're willing to do this to me, what are they willing to do to save their own hide? Anyways, guys, rock it out with your coffee beans out. I will talk to you guys later. God bless each and every one of you. We'll see you soon.
Breaking news.
At this point, we know 3 deputies shot in Lake County. 2 of them have been rushed to the hospital there in Sanford, Florida.
And we are not sure exactly tonight.
Sorry,
how
guys.
that
I
third
had to
deputy
step
is
away. I
doing,
had
but we
someone
do
at
know
my
that
door.
the
My
shooter
dog was going crazy. I about died on a cough drop. Oh, my God. Betty's trying to kill me over here. Okay. Oh, my heavens to Jesus. I said, Lord, have mercy. I'm dying. Someone at my door, and my dog is so protective of me. I got her when she was like a little bitty dog, and she's 9 years old now. And if you come near me, my dog will rip your whole entire body apart. I'm not kidding you. It's so crazy. So Betty, long story short, sweetheart, you need to stop and go get your order of protection served on you, because we all know that you are supposed to get one. And the courts are going to know that you are on the damn news. The judge will probably sitting back and be like, yep, on the 8th, this is the lady that they have the order about, to the wife. You know, he's sipping on some damn wine saying, oh, so this is the lady. Oh my gosh. This type of coverage of Betty just spreads the nasty things she says about family. It doesn't help. You know, that is true. That is true. It does spread nasty things that she says about family. It doesn't help. Well, you know, it also, you can look at it that way, but you can also look at it as like, if you see her, run like hell. Run like hell. Okay. And if you see her coming to your town because of a missing child, go and show the family of that missing child, look, do not trust her. She is a bad person for you to have an advocate for your missing child. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I get what you're saying, but you know, it's got to be out there. It's got to be put out there. I'm just saying. She purposely went on their street. Multiple occasions, not just to get, I mean, how many times you want to go down the street and get the same coverage? It's the same house. It's the same road with the same neighbors. So she went day after day after day after day, you know, when she was there. And then talking about, you know, night vision and shit like that. That's weird as shit. She also claims to be a paralegal, but doesn't have the common sense to check state laws before going to said state and hanging flyers. Right. And let me tell you, like, my husband is retired now, but what type of work he did, he had informed me on certain states. He can't speak for Tennessee because he never worked in the state of Tennessee. He said in certain states, they do have an easeway, or the state owns part of the property up to the telephone poles. But some states, that's not the truth. They have the right, the utility companies have the right to go on to that property for, you know, the poles, but the citizens of that area do not have the right to go on to access that utility pole. You know what I mean? So he goes, that is true. There is a, you know, a space for the utility workers to go work on the utility poles, but it's not the same for the citizens of that area. They're not allowed just to walk up to somebody's telephone pole if it sits by their front door. You know what I mean? That doesn't make sense. He goes, I don't know if that's true about, you know, Tennessee, but yeah, I think she's running too. Yeah, I don't think they're going to invite her over. I don't think she's going to be going to JLR's condo. I'm thinking that you're correct on that. Oh, there was one other thing. I hate to jump around, but I was like, oh yeah, I forgot to show that. People are like, well, you really don't have any right to give an opinion about Queen Bee's court case? Did you really support her? Actually, I did August of 2023. I did send money to her legal fund. I do have that screenshots. So I wanted to make sure, just so, sometimes you were like, well, you have a lot of room to talk. Did you even support her? I did. I honestly did. And it says who it's from, blah, blah, blah. So I will show it to you. Oh, that's okay. You know what? I'm tired of you coming in late, Wonder. I never got my notification. I think you was late the other day too. I'm tired of you. I'm going to start finding for the late folks. No, I'm playing. She needs a lot of her mortgage. Looks to be around 2K monthly. I don't know who you're talking about. You're talking about Betty? I thought she owned her own house, but I could be wrong. And you know what? So what? If she needs that much money, she's got to put on a hell of a show, don't she? To make that kind of money. I'm just saying. Plus, she puts staples in poles, which can rip gloves for utility workers. Right. But I mean, if we look really close, to the law, I mean, they have the rights. The utility workers have an easement to go and to work on the poles, but citizens don't have that right. I mean, right. I know I hate going back to it, but someone had messaged me and said, well, did you even support her? I'm like, it doesn't matter if I did or not, but I've been watching the case for over a year and I can show that with a screenshot of something, So you are very clear about why you wanted to go. You were very clear that you didn't know Queen or BHB. I don't know why it's such a big deal. I know, and she totally got up in my chat last night, called me a snake. I was like, a snake? Well, can I be called Slinky Snake? Thank you, because I want to be. Okay, in my town, you're not allowed to put anything on utility poles. I don't know if it's the whole state, though. Yeah, I mean, each state has different rules, each county, each city. I mean, it just doesn't, I don't know. You know what I mean? Tennessee has made posting on poles illegal, period. You can't do it. She has no easement in their neighborhood. And that probably could be true. Oh yeah. I showed in the beginning of my video, I showed that I was a snake because I said, we were conversing yesterday, Green Eyes and Butterflies. You might've been in here. And they mentioned that some lady got up on a Justin panel. I don't know if it was J for A, if it was Justin from TikTok. I don't know, a Justin channel. And said that I was going to go to Tennessee because Queen Bee was going to be there. And that is not what I said. I said that I was wanting to go to the court date in Illinois between Queen Bee and BHB. Well, there was some blah, 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 blah. Okay. Yeah, well, I don't know if you got a talking to. Yeah, I got a talking to. I got a texting to. That I got a message. So we went through that in the beginning. Medusa, Lady K, she will turn you to stone with one glance in the courtroom, right? I'm like, I'm scared. I'm coming out of the bushes just to say, I find it very odd that you're being treated like this over wanting to go to a hearing. Thank you for coming out of the bushes, Mom of a Gladiator. I appreciate you. And thank you for saying that. It didn't really hurt my feelings. I don't feel like I'm being treated any kind of way. It just shows people show their character. I'm showing my character. People can judge me on how I act and how I respond. And then how she responds can be taken any kind of way. So I'm not trying to disrespect anybody on this platform except Bullhorn Betty, because she's very disrespectful to people. Okay, for a long time. I think Queen Bee has enough on her plate dealing with this that I don't need to go hard in. I don't have a reason to. Like I said, I don't know her. I literally wanted to go for one simple reason, is because I've been following it. Okay, since this time, and it says the date here. And was it a lot of money? No. But I did try to support her as best that I could. And it says, the amount on August 21st, 2023 at 5:57 p.m. And it says, for court fees, much love. The amount, $50 to Queen Bee from Lady K. Okay. So my $50 should not give me a free ticket in to court. I'm not saying that. So please do not twist my words, Camp Queen Bee. All I'm saying is that proves that I was supported and watched because I been paying attention since I know I'm like, how long have I been watching this? So I'm like, I know I sent her funding for this when she was mentioning a court fund, a lawyer fund. And I'm like, I can probably see that on my Cash App. So I did. And I'm like, yeah, it's been damn near a year that I've been following this. And I don't go over to Queen Bee's and make a big ruckus and say anything. I kind of sit in the bushes. I sit in the bushes at burnt toasted live streams too. I don't make I'm a bush watcher. You know what I mean? So I don't need acknowledgement. I don't want to thank you. I don't need recognition. I didn't buy a ticket to the courtroom. I'm not saying any of that. So when someone wants to run back to the Queen Bee channel and chat and say that I bought a ticket, blah, blah, that's not what I'm saying. It simply shows that I have been supporting for over a year. And I didn't mean any harm by it, but I wanted to also take a time and view it and her point of view, but then to be called a snake and that I had snake vibes because I said I was going to send somebody. I didn't say that. I said I needed a minute. We were talking from chat to me and we were like, yeah, that's a pretty good idea to maybe send somebody. And then I said, you know what? I can't say yes or no. I got to think about that because every action has a reaction. Because see, I move as a grown ass woman out here in my real life. I may chuck and jive on the internet with y'all, but when it comes to real life shit, I'm going to respect other women. I'm going to respect other men in real life. And I move through my life like that because I like to be happy in my life. And if it's going to cause someone else something to harm them in their real life, I'm going to stay out of it. You know what I mean? You want to see the numbers? What I could show you my analytic numbers. You're gonna laugh because I made like a penny. Okay, I don't have any real numbers to show you, so I would show you mine. But baby, I ain't got none. But like I said, me and my daughter just did this to a couple of days ago. She's like, "Mom, just do it, because I've been able to monetize for several months, but." I'm like, nah, I don't even know how to do, I don't want to do all that. She's like, do it. Just have fun with it, Mom. And if you ever do make any money, choose to do something with it. Give it to a charity, have fun with it, go on a vacation. I'm like, yeah, right. My little 2 cents that I made off of each video was just heavy, hitting hard, They don't even sell 1 cent bubble gum, you guys. I can't even buy a 1 cent bubble gum, and that's okay. I'm having fun, and that's all that matters to me. Well, creators need to check before they say anything. People will comment or email some BS in order to start shit. Lately, you've been outspoken about BHB, and what do you know? Suddenly this happens. I know it, and I'm not really going to take, I don't really take it to heart because I thought we did too, but then apparently whenever I said that okay, here's what happened, Alley Cat. I wanted people that were watching me to know that Queen Bee preferred me not to go to that court. But the people that come over and we sit here and chit chat, they don't watch Queen Bee. I don't know. And I didn't want people that come over here and watch me to have their hopes up thinking that, Lady K is going to go to the courthouse. She's going to live stream it, this and that. I am not a fake ass person. I could have strung this shit along all the way to the court date. And I have a thing between me and Queen Bee. I don't ride like that. I am who I am. I'm not fake. I'm not going to string shit along. So I felt at liberty to come up here and say, hey guys, Queen Bee has asked me not to go and I'm not going to. You see what I'm saying? So upon me saying that, someone in the chat said, well, you should send somebody else. And I took that as somebody that doesn't even know about this case to, write down some notes and take some funny, like, oh, the judge frowned. Bullhorn, but he has on a black shirt, and And I said, yeah, that's a great idea. And then I said, but I can't give you a yes or no. Every action has a reaction. So I'm going to have to think. I can't tell you all yes or no. Well, Queen Bee took that as I'm a snake vibe. Because I said I might send somebody. I never, ever, ever, never 100% said, yep, that's what I'm going to do. You know what I'm saying? Well, first of all, I have 5 brothers. That's my family. And a mother that just had hernia surgery that is in severe pain right now. She would never go to a courthouse and do that for me. My brothers would tell me to kick fucking rocks. On a real note there, my friends work freaking hard for what they have, and they would never take a day off to go sit and listen to a bullhorn and a bee. I'm just saying. So, you know what I mean? So it just didn't really make sense. But I also thought, how would I want someone to act if I asked them, hey, you know, this could cause some problems. Would you not do it? As a woman to woman, I would say, would you not do that? I'm afraid this might affect something. I can honor that. But I am a person, you know, that I like to stand up. If you don't stand up for something, you'll fall for anything. And I like to hold myself as a lady and as a seasoned adult and say, hey, you know what? I honor what you say, Queen Bee. But also, you have to understand this is an entertainment channel. We were chucking and jiving with the chat. And I would never send anyone to that court because you asked me not to go. I would not send an extension of myself. I know what that means. Don't send an extension. Don't you go. Meaning, and don't send an extension of yourself either. See, I'm a grown ass motherfucker over here. Stop. But to come in and say that was, you know, well, I appreciate that. I thought you handled it gracefully on QBs. I like that you reflected on her POV and choose not to go. And that's exactly how I was handling it. Now, me and my chat, we're having a good time over here. We were chucking and jiving, having a good time. You know, we're like, oh, yeah, that's a great idea. It wouldn't be me. So she couldn't say I went. You know, that's what I said. But then I also, so apparently she didn't listen to the full thing. She said I gave snake vibes, that I thought you were good people and going to stand on your word. I have stood on my word all the time because I don't make a promise that I can't keep. I say I can try. See, I have raised grown ass kids. I've raised sons and daughters. Okay. And I know you got to deal with people differently. And I've learned through my years of dealing with folks, you don't promise them that you can deliver because they take that shit, you know, for real. So I did say I won't go because I'm not, but I can't promise anything if I don't feel like I'm going to meet that expectation. But I did promise her I wouldn't go. And I mean that shit for real. I'm not going to go. Even before this shit happened. And you absolutely want to keep doing me, baby. I'm going to keep doing me, and I'm not going to go. And I'm not sending an extension of myself because at the end of the day, I know where I stand now. I know I'm just a viewer, okay, of that channel. And I know now that my view to her doesn't mean anything. And I get that. And that's how I'm feeling right now. You know, I don't mean anything. My little $50 meant nothing. And I get that. I don't expect it to mean anything to you. It's not a lot of money. I won't hand you thousands of dollars. I don't buy my way to anyone. You either like me or you don't. You either step to me like a woman and say, hey, that was kind of shitty what you said. Yep. Okay. Well, let me have a talk with you because I don't seek out here to be a bitch to people. Only one. And I make that clear who that is. You know, I slide on through, make a point, and keep on moving. But I don't try to start no shit with old Queen Bee. She has enough going on, baby. I'm going to just keep on doing you. I know what I need to do with myself and where I spend my time watching. You know what I mean? People's time is valuable. It's not, and to me, it's not that big of a deal. It's not that big of a deal. The judge said if we want to see, we have to come there. And that's exactly what I remember because it was on like a Zoom or something. And I remember a whole bunch of people ended up being in there. He didn't understand why. And he said that they can fill the seats up if they want to see it. Well, I'm choosing not to fill any seat. Period. Chopper, she plays polite and quiet in court. Yes, sir. Okay. She does. Then tells her audience how She tells it all in court. Not true. Absolutely. And that's what kind of commentary I wanted to give. Bullhorn Betty was very quiet like a mouse. The cheese was hanging out of her pocket. But it's not. And at the end of the day, it's not a joke. This is a real court with two women that have a lot at stake here. And I don't want to play it off as it's a freaking joke. For real. I really don't. Because it is real shit. It's real life. So I am choosing, the step back, enjoy your life, ladies, in the courtroom, and I'm not going to be there. So, but I still find it a little, I'm not going to Sunnyside. My husband started laughing and he's like, well, we definitely have other things we can do. I'm like, absolutely, and let it be as it is. My heart is not broken, honey. I just was going to happen to be in the area during that court date. Like, it was not really the area, like 2.5 hours away. I'm going to the Chicagoland area. I have a lot of friends and family that live there. My husband is from the Chicagoland area. So he lived there for 60 years. Okay. Like, we get down in Chicago. Right. So I was like, hey, while we're there, we ought to just ride over and watch the case. But it don't matter to me. I'm not sweating it. But, it is what it is. But someone did come and say, did you even support her financially for her lawyer? I'm like, yeah, I kind of did, asshole. I know it ain't a lot, but I don't care. The judge said if we want to see the proceedings, come there, yeah? But I love court. I love watching court, live court. It's freaking awesome. It's amazing to me. Well, I'm going to check to see if Bullhorn Betty has done another live. Let's see if she's checked in anywhere from today. Nope, 7 hours ago. Damn, Bullhorn Betty. Damn it, Bullhorn Betty. Yep, no new stuff. No new stuff from the Bullhorn. We need to pass a law that bans Betty from the internet. They banned her from protesting in the state of Florida. I'm like, that's pretty damn bad. When I was in school, we had field trips to the courthouse. Yeah, right? Now, I can't even joke about I'm going to pull up in the bus, guys, and we're all going to go to the court. I can't even joke about that now because they're going to take that shit serious. What did you do on vacation? I rolled around and picked up everybody for the court on the bus. I can't even play around with that shit now because they're going to take that shit for real. And then I'll be a slimy, slithery snake again. I'm like, so don't even joke. Don't even joke. You're going to hurt somebody's feelings out here. They're going to be like, you're a dirty dog. You are who you say you are. And I'm like, oh, my Lord. Well, I'm going to keep an eye on the old Betster. And if she happens to pop off with some more stuff, then I'll definitely get back on here, you guys. I will hop on. You're going to hop on? Okay, Sunnyside. I'm going to stop by. I'm only honking twice, though. You better not be late to the bus. Okay? You better not be late to the bus. You better get up on there. Bring some snacks. Bring a sack lunch. So now watch this shit. You're going to get on my chat and be like, you told everybody to bring a sack lunch. You're going to go by and pick everybody. Bring a sack lunch. Have mommy fix us a sack lunch. All right, guys, I enjoyed my time with you, and I hope you enjoyed your time with me. And if something pops off in the old Betster world, I'll definitely jump back on and we'll chit-chatty about it. Or if I get some backlash about, over there, I'll let you guys know. And I'll see you on these damn streets. It's rough out here. Take care of yourself. Take care of each other, and I will see you again soon. And thank everybody for the subscribers and the super chats. I appreciate you. I don't know how it all works, but I'm sure it'll show up somewhere in the analytics, and then I guess you'll do something. I don't know, but I'll let y'all know how that works. Okay, until the next time, I'll see you later.
She's a itty-bitty spider with a itty-bitty letter and a straight jacket round her waist. When she gets to bite, you better run, you better hide, better prove that you're not worth the chase. Yeah, she might be pretty, but promise it gets scary. Once she wants your daddy and she finds out where you live. Creeping in the shadows, eating poisoned apples. She's nothing like you ever seen. Her mood goes up and down and round and round, and ain't no telling what she might do next. Yeah, she's a itty-bitty spider with a itty-bitty letter and she might just come for you. Should always sleep with one eye open. You better keep in mind to always look over your shoulder. Cause when you think you're safe, just stay awake. She's moving closer. Yeah, she's an itty-bitty spider with an itty-bitty letter and she might just come for you. She's a snake crawling, creeping on the floor. If you give her time of day, baby, that's your first mistake. She will swallow you whole before you know it. Your control by a sweetheart criminal. Never thought that she's a itty-bitty spider with an itty-bitty letter. You should always sleep with one eye open. You better keep in mind to always look over your shoulder. Cause when you think you're safe, just stay awake. She's moving closer. Yeah, she's an itty-bitty spider with an itty-bitty letter and she might just come for